Hello everyone, my name is Will and welcome to the Brick Zone. I'm here today with LEGO Knights Kingdom set number 8706, Karzon. The set was originally released in 2006 and included 44 pieces. Here's a closer look at Karzon from the front. Compared to the Good Knights, there are some differences here. You don't have the chainmail texture at the front, and instead you have this kind of smooth torso piece, which I don't really like as much. You can see that brown wrapping around with the studs. Yeah, not a fan of that either. And even the shoulders look a little too spiky for me. They have that same marbled texture effect going on, and it kind of makes them look rusty, actually. Same with the helmets. And again, with the shapes and stuff, not a fan of that helmet's shape either. It just looks kind of weird. I think it looks creepy, and I think that's the intention. And they succeeded, but I don't know, other than that, the actual shape of it just doesn't look good. Since we're here, might as well flip it up. I do like that face for Karzon. Makes him look pretty evil. No offense to people with eye patches. This will just focus. Yeah, I guess it's not focusing. Nope. Whatever, there it is. There's his face. Dang it. There it is. Okay. So there's his face. You can see he has the eye patch, the red eyes, facial hair going on. While we're here, we'll just take a look at him. From top to bottom, you can see some plates there, some studs. Then you have the really big pieces that just kind of cover the legs. Those are attached by studs as well. I don't think I've shown that in the other ones, the other videos. I'm just going to zoom out. Whoops. Sorry. I'll flip his head down, or his helmet, rather. So, his color scheme is mostly black, sand blue, and that rust color on his shoulders. You can see here, his weapon is pretty cool. It's a flail. So you have the system chain pieces mixed in with some Technic pieces there. Looks alright from the side. And here on the back, you can see more of that sand blue color. And again, like I've complained in the other two videos, I do not like how exposed it looks, and I wish, you know, it would just come full circle and wrap around and look complete, but what are you gonna do? But the interesting thing here is, compared to the other two, the Good Knights, this Rogue Knight, he has only one of these gears, and that controls the flail arm. Another thing I noticed too was that as the Rogue Knight, he is a lefty, so maybe LEGO's trying to send a message or something about left-handed people. No offense to them, but yeah, because the Good Knights used or held their weapons in their right hand. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but yeah, the flail just flails around. But what's cool about that though is, well, because this doesn't really hold up, it just kind of falls wherever you move this piece. Cool thing about that is that instead of two gears controlling both, this arm, where he's holding the shield, which actually, before we get into the difference, there's the shield. Cool shape and nice coat of arms with the snake there. This kind of bronze, or not bronze, copperish color. More of the sand blue. But anyway, there's the shield, and he's holding the shield, and as a compared to the two Good Knights, he can actually hold up the shield. So, you know, that's not going to fall down, it's just on the ratcheted joint. but there's friction there, and it's just not gonna, it's gonna stay there. So that's nice. Really adjust it and just keep it. Not sure why the bad guys have, oh, whoops, dropped the shield. It's attached by studs. But not sure why the bad guys only have this and not the other two. It's interesting. I wonder what made them do that. But that's how it is, so you can move his weapon arm around, or you can switch them, whatever you want. And as I mentioned with those ratchet joints, you know, they're all around at his arms, his elbows. Can't rotate his hands though. And at his hip. Make him bow. Move it at the knees. Oh, and let's look at that. Cool piece to use for just building things outside of the construction figures. I'm sure you can find really cool uses for this. But bottom of his feet, like I've mentioned in my other reviews, can attach to stud surfaces, so that's cool. And I'll do the same thing I did with those and just show you guys that he can indeed stand up on his own. Really like that flail and how it just kind of like swings around all over the place. But yeah, here's just a look at him. Instead of a running pose, I kind of have him here in a stomping sort of pose. That's kind of cool. And it's very stable and solid there. As long as you have it attached to a studded surface that's not moving anywhere, he's also not going to move. So, pretty cool. They all have, or these construction figures, constructible or buildable action figures that LEGO does, I don't know, they have a lot of articulation, poseability, which I think is, oh, whoops, really good. Sorry about that. Stay on. There we go. Oh, I forgot to mention, you can also move his feet around like that. So even there at his feet, there's articulation. Really, the only place that doesn't have it is his hands. You can even turn his head here. But so yeah, that about does it for Karzon. I like how his shield is able to hold on its own, or I guess that arm is able to hold on its own, compared to the other knights. At least the 3 that I have, personally. I'm not a fan of the color scheme used here, with the blacks and the sand blue, and yeah, just, I don't really like it, personally. Don't really like his helmet either. I like his face, but yeah, that helmet just doesn't look that good to me. And even the shield, it's kind of not really feeling it. I do like the weapon though. And as with all 3 of them, they still have that problem of just being way too exposed in the back, but you know, you'll live. And you can easily just fix that on your own if you decide to get one of these. So, that is Karzon. Leave any comments below with your thoughts or what you think of these construction figures. Like or dislike the video, and subscribe to the Brick Zone for more video reviews and stop motions.